Time and distance. So you just remember this triangle. Okay, this will be useful for deriving the formulas. Like you need not remember the formulas. If you know this triangle, that's enough. So let's see the formulas and concepts used. So when you want speed, you just hide the speed from the triangle. You can see d by t. So distance by time, right? Similarly, when you want time, hide the t and c. You have d by s. So that's distance by speed. Also, when you want distance d, you just hide d and c. You have s into t. So speed into time. So these are the formulas, right? Also, you can see from the second formula, time is equal to distance by speed. So you can see time and speed are inversely proportional. The meaning of inversely proportional is when time increases, speed decreases, or when speed decreases, time increases. So that is the inversely proportional meaning. Also, average speed is nothing but total distance traveled by total time taken. Right? We'll go to the problems of distance and time and distance. Ashok covered a certain distance at certain speed. If his speed was 20% more, he would take 10 minutes less to cover the same distance. Find the time he takes to cover the distance. So if he's going at 20% more speed, he would save 10 minutes. Okay. So let's see if he has to go at 20% higher speed means it would be 120% of actual speed, right? That is 6 by 5 times of its actual speed. What is the 6 by 5? If you just divide 6 by 5, you can see the answer as 1.2, which means 1 is its actual speed plus 0.2 is nothing but 20 by 100, 20% increase. So 1 plus 20 by 100, 1.2 times is actual speed. So that is denoted as 6 by 5 times. So hence, since the speed is 6 by 5 times, then the time is inversely proportional as we all know. So that would be 5 by 6 times his actual speed, 5 by 6 times, right? So reduction time is nothing but 1 is the actual time, right? 1 full is the actual time, minus 5 by 6 is the time that he would take if he is going at 20% more speed. So the reduction time would be 1 by 6 times of its actual time, right? So we know we want to find the actual time. We know reduction time is 10 minutes from the question. So 1 by 6 into actual time is equal to 10 minutes. So actual time is equal to 10 into 60. So 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, if he'll reach it if he is going in the normal speed. But he is going in a speed 20% more, then he would take only 50 minutes. That is, he'll save 10 minutes. Right? We'll go to the second question. A car covered a certain distance at 90 km per hour and returned back at 60 km per hour. Find its average speed for the entire journey. Right? Let x be the distance covered. I'm going to take x for each way. Right? So total time taken is nothing but for up and down. X by 90. Time is distance by speed. So distance is x by 90 for one way, and for the other way x by 60 for the other way. So that is, if you just simplify, you get this as x by 36. Average speed is nothing but total distance traveled by total time taken. We all know that. So total distance traveled is 2x. Total time taken is x by 36. We found it now. So if you just simplify this, you're getting it as 72 kilometers per hour. Right? This is the average speed. Next question. Find the time taken by the train 100 meters long, traveling at a speed of 63 kilometers per hour to cross a platform of length 250 meters. So speed is given in kilometer per hour. I am converting it into meter per second by multiplying by 5 by 18. So that's 35 by 2 meter per second. Distance to be traveled, right, by the train to cross the platform. It's nothing but you'll have to add the length of the train as well as the length of the platform. Right, because it has to cross both the lengths, right? So that will just add and keep it. So 250 plus 100, that's 350. So time taken to cross the platform, right? So the time taken is nothing but distance by speed. So 350 by 35 by 2, and it's 20 seconds, right? In 20 seconds, this train will cross the platform as well as the train's length. Next question. Ashok could reach his office in 15 minutes early if he walked at 4 kilometers per hour from his house. He would reach it 45 minutes late if he walked at 3 kilometers per hour from his house. Find the distance between office and the house. I'm going to take the distance to be x initially. So time taken when he is walking at 4 kilometers per hour is distance by speed, so that is x by 4 hours, right? Similarly, when he is going at 3 kilometers per hour, the time taken would be x by 3 hours, distance by speed, so x by 3 hours. So what would happen is, like, what would be the time difference between these two? So for first case he would go 15 minutes early, for the second case he would reach 45 minutes late, right? Then the difference between them is 15 minutes here and 45 minutes over there. So that's 15 plus 45, 60 minutes or 1 hour. So I can make an equation stating that x by 3 minus x by 4 is equal to 1, and when I am simplifying that, I am getting x. So we are getting the value of x as 12 kilometers. So the distance between his office and his house is 12 kilometers. Thank you for watching our video. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.